104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni cheese hot dog.
Ryan.
I am the worst DJ ever.
With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Morning, Houston, Texas.
Hi.
It's
Hey there.
Monday,
you doing?
September the 8th of 2025 at
Say
6:01
hello to your mother.
a.m. Say hi to your mother for me.
What are you doing?
It's Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And is today Monday? Is today Tuesday? Hell, I don't know. Arlene.
Feels like a Monday.
I mean, y'all, I was waking up this morning and I was like, wait, what was yesterday again? What is today? What are we doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I literally had a dream last night where I wasn't sure if it was real life or not. I woke up this morning wondering, did that actually happen in my life over the weekend? Or I cannot remember what has happened to us on a Sunday. I don't know. Was it because the VMAs took forever last night and I watched all 3 hours? I'll talk about it in Scoop. Save you two.
You didn't watch that game?
No. Wait, which game? Besides the
Baltimore
Texans?
Buffalo?
No, I was watching
That
the
was
VMAs.
That was incredible.
Well, you know, it's football all day long. I'm watching
It was
the VMAs.
all football.
Yeah.
All football day. Unfortunately for the Texans, it did not work for us.
14-9.
Okay, and Eric, you said some video of a woman
4-2.
getting punched in the face, or I don't know what she got punched in the face. What happened in the? Anybody know? Anybody listening right now, right out of the gate, 6 o'clockers that know what happened to the woman up in the stands at the Rams venue, way up in the nosebleeds, where she literally was nosebleed.
All I saw was the guy was like screaming, yelling at people because his wife or girlfriend or I don't know, whoever the girl
Clearly,
was
they're
with him.
Texan fans. They're wearing Texan
Yeah,
jerseys.
she had a one on and her face was just smashed. With blood
God.
everywhere. And somebody made it sound like a guy hit her.
Oh,
Like,
that's horrible.
That's a gross for a dude. I know women can get in your face
could
in
you do
that,
that?
but at least you have a woman next to you that can pound her. like just a hitter.
One way to handle it.
I mean, at least or ask the police or ask the security. But I'm telling you, that's where all the action happens.
At the top.
At the top area. When I used to do security for the Cubs, it was always the right field.
Why is
up
that,
high.
you think?
I don't know, even-
less because you feel like you're not right down in it. Less cops, less people around you.
Well, I remember when I used to do radio in Philadelphia, my first MLB game ever, shamefully, was not an Astros game as a child. It was a Phillies game when I moved there. I had never been taken to a baseball game. And they would say at the top rack of Veterans Stadium, they're like, oh, yeah, don't you ever come in here with a different jersey.
Yeah,
You're going to get pummeled. It's
not
like a
worth it.
known thing. You get pummeled to the top.
I just feel bad for these people. I wish we could find them. If somebody knows who they are, maybe
what
we can
happened?
Come up here and
Well, this weekend was crazy shenanigans with all sports. I mean, how many foul balls got stolen from how many people and they were fighting and
how
carrying
about
out?
that Philly Karen?
I mean,
Does she look like a Karen or what? If you haven't seen this, just type in Philly baseball Karen and she'll pop up. I bet.
Philly baseball Karen.
I
yes,
guess writing she already got fired.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if
what
that's
I read.
I don't know,
accurate.
but I saw the. But basically, what happened is a home run went out to the outfield and it hit the seats, and this guy like 12 rows over ran and he got it. He didn't steal it from the lady, but
He just
she
got
felt
it.
like it was hers just because it hit her and it bounced. And she went over there, and what did he do? He gave it to his son on his birthday, the
Yeah.
ball. She went over there and Karen'd out,
Oh, God.
got in his face, made him. He got so fed up, he just goes, "Here, take it."
He looked scared. He was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, lady, okay. Here you go." And he held on to his son,
I know.
like
Yes.
protecting his son
The kids
from
are-
this crazed
Boy, you type in
Karen woman.
just what you said,
Did it
and
show up?
it all comes up
the
there.
drop-down menu is Philly's Karen.
Leslie Ann Kravitz, the Phillies
Kravitz?
Karen.
Now I wasn't. They were
Mrs.
doxing her
Kravitz.
on social media and like getting her info and like going deep. I was like, I don't want people to get fired.
Oh, they doxed her and they fired her. She was a school administrator, I think.
But she was like, but then you see photos of her like embracing it. She was Philly style rage, like she's
Oh,
flipping
boy.
off everyone.
She was.
So everyone's booing. I mean, she
There's some
kind of
other
deserves
poor
it.
woman who's been misidentified. Her name is Cheryl, and she goes, "Okay, buddy, I'm not the crazy Philly mom, but I sure would love to be as thin as she is and move as fast. I'm a Red Sox fan."
Oh,
Some
that's
other woman's
great.
getting like bullied
Great
online.
reply.
There's actually an audio clip of the dad talking about how just bounced between the arms.
Well, I mean,
and
this is the best thing that ever happened to them. The son got a
Marlins
baseball
swag bag
and a baseball bat. He went down there and met the player.
Uh-huh.
An RV company from Philly gave the dad an RV. What?
already.
Yeah, I know.
Already? Why would they give him an RV? What's the story there?
An RV?
Just they felt bad and they gave the kid something else.
That's a hell of a consolation
Man,
prize.
that would work out for me.
Oh, so you can beat my ass.
Yeah,
You
go
can
ahead,
punch me like
Karen.
the Texan fan.
But what I don't like is when people try and start bullying back on social media. There's some poor woman, I'm not even going to say her name, but she basically is being misidentified as the Philly Karen.
I just said that. Her name is Cheryl.
Yeah, but what?
I didn't say her whole name.
No. But what is happening? Reading some of the comments, I'm like, whoa.
Well, people do go crazy there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disturbing. Like, you know,
And it's scary if when that stuff happens to you. We've all had something happen. It's like, oh man, just shut it down for a little bit.
Here it comes.
It's scary.
It was really fans behaving badly and crazy over the weekend in both sports, baseball and football. And then it was football all the time, and then the VMAs. So we'll talk about the VMAs coming up next, because Kevin and I already were like,
I mean,
why?
I enjoyed many parts of it.
Right.
but
They
we'll
put
get
it on
into
CBS for the first time ever because of the fact they were marrying the 90s into the now. I mean, they pulled out all the stops to put it on CBS. They had the Mariah Carey Vanguard. They had Busta Rhymes. They had the new. They had the old. They had the middle.
Did they
Stage
have
looked
the,
fancier. It looked like more like a CBS type show.
LL Cool J hosted again, so it
You know,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
it's like
maybe
his
that's why-
contract
maybe-
never ends.
yeah,
well,
maybe
they're
that's
owned
what
by
they
the
put
same,
him in.
same parent
It's like the
company, right?
Grammys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did they do the big Ozzy tribute?
Yeah, they did
yeah.
all of that. They did everything.
With Young Blood, I was like, okay.
He's good.
I
Okay.
didn't even know who that was.
What?
Because
he
they
is-
I don't think they ever acknowledged him.
No.
He just came out and started singing.
What'd
They
he
only
sing?
acknowledged that Steven Tyler and Joe Perry were also going to play. I don't think Jack Osborne said
No, he
thanks to Youngblood. He said thanks to Steven Tyler and Joe Perry
But
for doing this
Youngblood
for
is
my
like,
dad.
he's saving Rock. I mean, Rock is pretty much dead, but he is like the last holdout. Like, I mean, he's revitalizing it,
I
I
don't know
think.
who that is.
If
so.
you don't know
What's his big
Rock,
song
then you
that
don't
we
know.
play?
We don't play him.
We
No,
don't play.
we
him.
don't.
We
Oh.
don't play rock.
It was who? It was what?
Not the Who. Yeah.
Who? Who's this?
It's nothing
And
more.
They're still out there, too.
I thought Steven Tyler had lost his voice permanently. He couldn't perform anymore.
Yeah, but
That's
can't
Steven
sing.
Perry.
No, Steven
Journey.
Steven Tyler
He left.
also.
Yeah, he quit.
Well, he sounded great last night.
I think maybe he just realized he can't do every night.
Yeah. You can't be on the
Okay,
road.
he can't be hitting those. He didn't hit those high notes that he used to, but I was still like surprised that he sounded pretty good.
Well, yeah, when you're pushing 80, it's kind of difficult to do that.
And he performed at Ozzy's last performance.
He performed with him.
Yeah,
Mom, I'm
so-
coming home.
No, he wasn't on Mama.
No.
Wasn't
Coming
he?
Home. No.
No, he
It was
did
just
his own
Ozzy.
little-
What'd they say then? Somebody on the red carpet. I thought they were talking about that, but I guess not.
No.
Maybe I misheard.
No, I
that.
watched that.
Ozzy and Black Sabbath did their own thing, like 4 songs. Mm-hmm. And Steven Tyler did one of his songs, but I don't know, he
But it
wasn't.
wasn't that one. Okay. Well, y'all know better than me because I wasn't watching no Ozzy.
They're actually going to put that out as a special, that Ozzy farewell tribute that he
That makes
taped
sense.
right
Raised a
before
lot
he
of
died.
money. That's for
Makes
for
sense.
good. That's the way to go out.
All right, we'll go over the full VMAs. And how are you going to score Benson Boone tickets today? That sold out show is coming up, y'all. It's coming up on the 18th. So we're going to tell you exactly how you're going to win that. Here's your official weather for today.
Going to be gorgeous day. Sunshine high around 87 right now. 69 degrees and 6:08 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. And right out the gate, let me congratulate every single person who showed up to the Galveston seawall this weekend to get them in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yay!
Yeah, I think we helped out because on Friday they had 4,500 people signed up.
Registered, yes.
They needed like double that.
Right. So over 8,000 people showed up to the seawall.
You hit it hard.
On Saturday morning so that you could be present, not only to honor the those lost in the 1900 storm, because today is the day, 125 years ago today, the 1900 hurricane hit Galveston and more people were killed than were left alive on the island. And then the seawall was constructed. It's 10.4 miles, and they say if it hadn't been for the seawall, all these storms over the years would have probably erased Galveston. So they wanted to get into the Guinness Book of World Records because on record, as it stood before Saturday, this cute little walkway that's 4 miles long in Tampa was the longest walkway in
4
America.
miles.
4 miles.
And how
nothing.
long are we?
10.4.
That's
so
a big
you
difference.
did it, Houston. Thank you. On Friday, I was like, "Come on, Lamarck, let's go Texas City. Show
Right
up.
there.
Let's go Santa Fe. Get over to that seawall and get on there."
I also want to thank all the people that showed up Saturday morning to the zerocancer.org walk that we did. So many listeners. It basically doubled in size from the previous year. And that was all supporting prostate cancer. So everybody that showed up, and I met so many listeners, everybody so inspirational, great stories, people that are still going through it. I just want to say a heartfelt thanks. And shout out to Houston Metro Urology. These are the guys that treated me, and they were a big sponsor of it. So thank you.
Well, the 2025 VMAs happened last night on CBS. It's the first time they have not been on MTV or one of the satellite channels of MTV because for years, nobody cared. What made this Video Music Awards be like, wow, in the 80s and 90s, MTV was a force. MTV was the coolest. MTV was awesome. You wanted to work there. You wanted to party with them at spring break. You wanted to be on MTV. And then it just turned into competition reality of God knows what.
They knew they couldn't
then
get
it went
ratings.
to dating shows.
They couldn't get ratings by playing music videos. And that was what it was all about. And they started peppering on other shows.
So, yeah, it was on CBS for the first time, hosted by LL Cool J, which definitely has a contract for life, I feel like, as a host.
Yes, he's the
to
go-to.
the Grammys and all that. Kenny G kicked off the VMAs last night with Doja Cat. So they really did a lot of marrying the old with the new. Like they had, of course, Mariah Carey got the Video Vanguard Award. Busta Rhymes got an award. Lady Gaga was there. But here's the thing about the MTV that I've always known. And it kind of proved true last night, except for one category. Over the years, MTV, when it started sliding down, they pretty much had to tell the artist, like, listen, you're going to be the winner. Can you just come? That was my impression for a really long time,
I feel like they
especially
did
when it
that
came to the
last
movie
night.
awards.
Lady Gaga.
100%, because Lady Gaga's on tour right now, and she was at Madison Square Garden. Never have they ever started the show with Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
That's one of the big ones for the end. But that was the first one out of the gate because Lady Gaga was winning it. And she's on stage at Madison Square Garden. So she, Lenny Kravitz, who's still, he could be 112.
Guys in
The
amazing
coolest
shape.
looking man in the history of music. He presents Lady Gaga. She's there in her, the Crows outfit from Schitt's Creek. She looks like Moira Kelly, the Crows.
Oh, that's funny.
And so she scoots there. I mean, the mic is literally 10 steps from the seat of the winner. When Ariana Grande won, boom. Rosé.
Yeah, she's 3 steps away.
3 steps away. Like whoever the winner was, they were 3 steps away from the mic. So that's why I was like, okay, this whole thing is set up. But for sure for Lady Gaga, because she had to scoot on back to Madison Square Garden, which she said, okay, I'm going back to Madison Square Garden for my show. And then they went back to her via satellite for the performance of Abracadabra and Dead Dance, which is from the Wednesday Part 2 Netflix season. So anyway, it just was interesting. There was an Ozzy Osbourne treat. What?
But before you said that Doja Cat opened it up.
Yes.
And then she just at the
It was
same
very
time.
80s. She did a Max Headroom type 80s thing with Doja, herself.
At the same time, she just announced that she stepped down as the headliner for ACL.
A couple weeks ago, she
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Did you see her
The
eat the
Killers are
lipstick
taking-
too?
Her which one?
And she was eating that
The
lipstick.
lipstick. Doja Cat eating in the lipstick.
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, that was all over my Instagram. Everybody's like, "This has to be fake lipstick. It has to be fake lipstick."
Wait,
Like,
while she was
Candy?
singing? I
No,
must have missed
on the
it.
She was
red carpet or
Yeah, on
something.
the red carpet. She's putting this bright red lipstick all over her lips, and then all of a sudden she just goes and chomps on it like it's a carrot.
That's disgusting.
I saw
Oh,
the highest rated one was 2002. It had 12 million people back then.
Wow.
Who was does it say who the host was?
I just wondered by 2002. I'm trying to think what that was.
But you didn't have streaming back then.
Yeah.
I feel like 99 was a big one because it was 99.99.
So back then they were probably averaging 10 to 12 million. And that's think about it, that's MTV. That's not just CBS.
That wasn't CBS because,
But late, 2017 was our lowest, 4 million.
What do you think they'll
And 4
do
million,
now?
Streaming 4 million, so 8 million. Still
8
good. And other times it gets 6 million. So
Yeah. It's a different world, though.
Stunning.
No
6
shows are
no
ever
show
going to
can
get.
get 6 million nowadays.
Yeah, no show's ever
Yeah,
going to
that's
get the
true.
20 million again.
Never.
Alex Warren, who has the song of the summer because it's so bouncy with Ordinary.
Oh, I saw him as soon as he was on. I went going back to football.
It's pretty
time to go get a
inspirational.
drink.
He had all the angels in the green hills,
American
rolling
Idol.
hills.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Very American Idol.
But what were you saying about Ozzy?
There was an Ozzy tribute, and Jack Osborne, who now has 4 kids, did a little pre-recorded video thanking Joe Perry and Steven Tyler. And I didn't realize that Youngblood's first name is Dom because he said thanks to Dom. I didn't know who he was talking about, but that's Youngblood's
He just
first
goes by
name.
Youngblood.
And he was the one that
What happens when he gets old?
Yeah. Young Blood. And then that 5 seconds of summer song.
Blood.
That's a 5 seconds of summer song, Young Blood.
We need what happens when he gets old. The
He won't
Backstreet
be
Boys
Youngblood
are
anymore.
hardly
No.
boys.
His name is Youngblood.
Yeah.
What happens when he gets old blood?
Old. Okay.
Well, we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Eric, Kevin and I were saying off the air, for years when I've watched Mariah Carey perform, I wonder if maybe did she have some sort of a situation where her neck can't move because it looks like she struggles to move her neck
Maybe she got in a wreck.
when she sings. That's what I'm wondering. Does she have some kind of issue? Because if you've seen Mariah Carey, she barely will move.
I bet that happened because my uncle got in a wreck once in his neck. I remember he still can't really move his neck. It's
I
been
mean,
15
she was
years.
barely making it across the stage. Someone had to walk her across, maybe
Is her
because of her
dress tight?
heel. No.
Like, you know, those dresses where you can't really
Well, she
move
came
your
out with
Yeah.
her gold. I thought she was doing a throwback to MTV Cribs where she answered the door in her
Yes.
negligee type, like little frothy robe with all the feathers. She came out with that first, a gold robe with all the big feathery like cuffs. And then that comes off for a gold onesie, pretty much.
What they say is that Mariah Carey's recent lack of movement could be attributed to fibromyalgia or arthritis, and that she hasn't really directly addressed these issues, but she did have a history of vocal cord nodules that caused her voice to hurt because of overuse.
Well, that wouldn't
But that didn't
have
make it
anything to
affect
do
her
with her
neck.
movement because her only dance move was a shoulder shimmy.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, she shuffled across the stage at one point with the help of a young man who was going too fast, obviously, because you could tell she was trying to keep up with him. And this man was going like little baby steps. And Booster
Speaking
and
of
I
baby
were
steps, that's
dying.
how Ariana Grande walks.
Yes, and the poor crowd and us watching had to get through Ariana Grande's page and a half of thank yous. Same thing with Rose. Rose came out with 4 pages of
Oh my
thank
God,
yous.
y'all, Rose.
Like, no one cares.
That's so rude.
Even my husband, who was just in the room but not paying attention, goes, "Who's this lady? She's still talking? My God, she just
Still
flipped a
talking.
page."
All you got to do is say, go to my Instagram for thank yous.
Yes.
Or can't they put something on the right side? Like if you do win, here's who you want to thank.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
Like
why
when
don't
they're
they-
talking to the right, here's my agent. Here's this,
Yeah.
this.
Why don't they play them off on the MTV
I
Music
guess they-
Awards? Because they should have played a
They
couple
usually
people off.
don't because it's MTV and they're not stuck the way the regular networks
Oh,
are. But
to
last
the
night, because
time
it was at CBS, I was thinking they might play them off, but they still finished at like 10:03. So even with Rosé's very long speech and Ariana Grande's double long speeches, because the
she had a
second time
second
she
one.
said, "I'm not going to go on as long as I did last time," and
Yes,
then
she
here
did.
comes 2 more pages.
Yeah, then she flipped the page over. I was like, oh no, there's more on the other side. And then she brought up her director for the music videos.
And both of them
or
had the
something like
mics
that.
in their nose, like up their nose. She goes, "Is this a joke? It's keep getting taller because she's all of nothing like fits in your pocket, 5 feet tall." And then this poor guy also is not that tall, so the mic was like, their faces.
Yes, they're all. Someone was trolling them because the mic was over top of their heads.
There's something
Why did they?
underneath the thing moving it.
I don't understand why they didn't smash it down
That
or pull
is
it down. Or
really
like, what were they
funny.
afraid
That's what
of?
she said. Is this a joke? Anyway, Ariana won for Video of the Year, Brighter Days Ahead. Song of the Year, Rosé, Bruno Mars, APT. Artist of the Year, Lady Gaga. Best New Artist, Alex Warren. Pop Artist, Sabrina Carpenter. Pop Video, Ariana. Song of the Summer, Tate McRae. Just Keep Watching. So a lot of KRBE artists
cool.
were there, and it was a big night, and that's good. CBS carried that, but there are some parts I could have just gone without. I'm like, it's fine. VMAs.
Somebody
yeehaw.
texted. That's the same thing I thought. They text. I thought Youngblood was a rapper. I was going to
Yes,
say that too. I'm like,
me too.
And then when you said rock, I'm like, Ryan likes them, so they can't be rap.
No.
Sounds like a rapper's
No,
name.
He's a rock guy, but
There's
he's got
Young
Was it
Jock.
Young
He's got-
Jock?
Young Jock.
I hung out with him a couple
Yes,
weeks ago.
I was on a panel with him at radio.
No,
convention.
Youngblood is he's rock, but with like pop production. It's hard to describe. He's kind of his own genre, but he's really good. I like him.
Kevin,
check him
somebody
out.
said, that diva's tied up so tight in her outfit, Kevin. That's why she can't move.
I believe it.
Four Spanx
Yeah.
on.
I know, I'm telling you.
She did, but she sounded great and it looked great. I'm
Yeah.
just laughing at how she was scooting across the stage.
She
Now,
always scoots that way, though. That's why I thought maybe something happened
for
to her.
for the longest time, she likes to be carried around. But if she has arthritis, God bless her. Sorry, Mariah, didn't mean to offend you or
Well, you're
the
gonna
texters.
rating wise, you're gonna see the Buffalo Ravens game. It's gonna be like 30 million people
yeah.
probably last night.
Because what was
26.
was it some big comeback? Since I was
I mean,
watching
just,
the
I
VMAs,
mean,
I'm out
first of all, it
of
was the first Sunday night game
Yeah,
of the year,
Sunday night
Right.
football game.
which always gets in the mid 20s. That's the only thing that gets ratings is
a
football.
football game.
But see, that's what's so smart about CBS carrying the VMAs. If
Give
they know
some-
they don't have the game, you can give somebody, they're going to count on all the non-sports people to.
What did
tune in.
ABC play? They played. Oh my God, what were they playing? Oh dang it, I forget because it's like
So
an
was this
older
what
movie.
ABC
I
was
forget what it
doing?
was. Because I remember on my guide, I was just looking around. Dang it, I can't
Anybody know
remember.
what ABC had on last
What
night?
was
I
it?
never changed a channel.
There's something
And I
was
knew
like,
that NBC had football, but I never
Like an
changed
old
a channel.
movie, like a Sound of Music type
that was
thing?
that
or-
old, but I was like,
No.
oh, that's. I wonder why they're playing that.
Right, because they thought we're going to lose.
Yeah, they do. They
We have VMAs are in football. We're going to lose. Might as well.
Throw some out cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put some like gold standard
was it? I
out. Was it
saw it
Back to
for
the
a
Future?
second.
What was it?
That's funny.
What was on
All
ABC
right, hang on.
13 last
Let me
night?
look
It's killing me now. What was it? It was a
I'll look
movie.
it up. Hang on.
Well, Ricky Martin
No, it was
killed
on,
it.
Oh, yes.
Indiana
Ricky
Jones,
Martin.
the dial something of
The
destiny.
dial-
That's the worst. That's a piece of crap.
Dial of Destiny?
I think
That's the last one they
Yeah, it was
did. The
bad.
final Indiana Jones movie is
I never
so
even
I shut
terrible.
it off.
So they knew.
Yeah.
they were-
After you
Oh,
guys
I
told me
could-
that, I'm like,
I
smart.
couldn't believe how bad it was.
It was the most horrible movie.
Well,
It was like it was forced.
they didn't even try
Yeah.
then.
That
They weren't even
sucks.
trying. Poor
Yeah,
things.
it was so terrible.
But yes, I almost forgot to mention Ricky Martin and Kevin. That was
He looked good.
glorious. God, he looks so good.
How old is he now?
He's
53.
mid-50s. Yeah, is he mid-50s?
And his
Not
kids
even
are
mid-50s.
17.
Wow,
and
that's
one of the kids is
amazing.
named Mateo.
Oh,
just like Sam's.
I didn't realize that. That's fun.
Now she likes him. Now she'll download some Ricky Martin songs.
No, I
I'm
won't.
going to play, I think on Friday I'm going to bring back Maria because when I heard
That
that
was so
song,
fun.
it really took me back to the 90s.
That
That's
was
such a
fun.
good song.
That was a good time. So, I mean, they had some good
I thought you meant
performances
our-
last night.
Our front desk.
Front desk.
You'll play Maria.
What's Maria back
I'm
here?
so confused. The Youngblood's not a rapper. Or Maria from our front is
Maria's
going to
been
sing.
out
Maria's
for
gonna sing.
30 years.
It's a Monday. I'm a little slow. I need some coffee, I guess.
Yeah.
I know Ryan's got
Sounds
some.
like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Last week we didn't get to a lot of our listener lines.
I've got a lot of listener lines. I
A
mean,
lot
it
of it's
runs.
stuff that we did recently, so we got to pretty much play it now.
I'll let
If
you
you
guys
have
pick them
called-
too. I'll read them out to you, the titles of them, and you guys can choose which ones you want.
Ryan,
If you have called...
corner.
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't know it was long.
Ryan, go sit in the corner.
Nicole.
Time out.
713-278-VENT. If you've called that number, you could be the star of the next segment on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and KRBE.
It's time to check in with Listener Line.
You have 912 messages.
Ew. Screw you, clown.
You are a know-it-all, know-nothing. Really?
Okay.
4.1 KRBE.
So if you have called the listener line asking about Benson Boone tickets, you're not going to get an answer back right away. The
that is
listener
not the way
line
to go.
is where you leave voicemail. But let me tell you about the Benson Boone situation. It is a sold-out show. It's happening at Toyota Center, and we have back-to-back Benson happening today. So at 7 a.m., not too far from now, we are going to tell you the 3-hour window you need to be listening for 2 back-to-back Benson Boone songs. Because we could play a Benson Boone song at any time. But you got to wait and see, is there another one coming? As soon as you hear the second one start, you need to be caller 104. And our number that you're going to call is 833-390-KRBE. You'll win tickets to the sold out show. And that's how you're going to get in. So you got to know what window of time we're going to play the back-to-back Benson Boone.
And that's the only time you're going to get it, 7 a.m. all week.
Yeah.
Right. If you
So,
miss us telling
give you
you the
the window.
window,
I mean, you
then
can still
you're gonna be
listen.
listening all day.
And you hear
wondering.
it. At least you know a window.
Right. So 7 a.m. We'll tell you the 3-hour window to be listening for back-to-back Benson. All right. So the listener line's number is 713-278-VENT. That's
All right.
8368. If you've called this line, you could be the star of this segment right now.
I will let our producer pick the first one. So go through them all weekend. A lot of people watched that documentary that we talked about.
Oh, unknown caller.
Unknown number.
Catfish.
Unknown number.
High school.
You can't-
Unknown, no, number. Now we're gonna. I'm like
the longest title.
I'm like Roula
No, I
last
thought
week.
it was the unknown caller. Oh,
Unknown
wait.
number, yeah, it's
It
unknown
is.
number.
You wrote it down wrong in our
Yeah.
All right. So
email.
we've got a couple of
Yeah.
calls about that. Eric, you remember you brought up that game about each member of the show?
Oh,
Last
well,
week.
it wasn't really a game. It was more like, who do you
Oh,
hate
on
on the
Friday?
show?
Oh, yeah, that was
And we had
fun.
to convince you to like us.
I'm gonna do that again sometime.
Why did people leave messages?
They left a
Let's hear it.
message and then they paused and they want us to guess who they're talking
Because
We
about.
made Sam guess which person on between me, Ryan, and Eric were
If
they
it's not
talking
about me, Ryan, play that one.
Because I wanted to do this where people called in, and because no morning show has the guts to do this. It's like you love the show, but there's one person you can't stand. It could be me, it could be any of us. And Kevin had a good idea that they don't say the name of the person; they just say they.
And then when he took all the calls, nobody was calling about Sam, so we made Sam guess, who do you think this person's talking about? And then we had to convince him to like us.
All right,
Yeah.
so what I'll do is I'll pause. Here's the description.
So this is about a person on the show. This person talks a lot about themselves. They bring topics every day that just relates to themselves and takes up the whole hour. This person is rude towards another show member, always cutting the other person off and belittling the other person's story.
All right.
It could be any one of us.
That sounds like Sam.
That's our whole show.
Sam's always telling me, Eric, I got to do this. I'm like, okay, we get it. You have a kid. All right. No, just...
It's Kevin.
You going to make Sam guess who it is?
Belittling someone's story? That sounds like Eric.
Yeah,
I don't think it could be any one of us.
You did get a call about that.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
yeah.
All right.
Well, as a
Sam,
producer,
you
I'm
gonna
like, okay, sometimes when someone's talking, a listener-wise, a caller, I know as a listener, you're like, oh my God, tell this person to shut up. Get to the point.
Well, the hard part
People
is
get mad
if
at
you
us.
are new to our show, we are poisoning your mind because you don't know us
We're
yet.
setting a bad example.
Well, we've been around for 20-some years,
But
and people know
we're
us.
new to you. If
Yeah.
we're new to you, and this is the first time you've heard this, we are ruining you right now on us.
But we're a fast-paced show. We don't have many pauses.
No, there's no pauses in this show. So, Sam, you got to guess.
Eric.
All right.
Here we go.
This person was Roula. Roula, I mean, at first I thought you were really relatable because, you know, I come from a family of immigrants as well, and I was also chubby as a kid, and still am, and I think you're really open about that, and that makes it funny. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of annoying when you talk a lot about yourself.
Oh, you don't like Fatty Patty stories? Okay.
I mean, that's what the show is about.
I'll put back my Fatty
Like,
Patty
we tell
stories.
about our life.
Patty Patty.
Ryan talks about his daughter, his life, instead of his own.
I don't have one.
It's like, I got nothing. I just sit at home and watch TV.
Hey, I want to take this call real quick. I play this call real quick. Local girl. She's very proud of her son, and her son has done something that not a lot of guys do.
Hi, my name is Dee, and my son has auditioned for and made the New England Patriots cheerleading squad. And I'm not sure if you've seen it on the news or not, but there's a huge controversy this year about there being so many male cheerleaders that have made it onto teams, mainly because it's a man's sport, and there are a lot of people who are saying some of the ugliest things on the viral feeds. Let's talk. Thanks.
Now, here's the deal. The history of cheerleading started as all men. George W. Bush was a cheerleader.
So was Ronald Reagan.
Uh-huh.
Yell leaders? Like at
A&M, there
right?
are, the dudes are also yell leaders.
Like 3 weeks ago, the Minnesota Vikings, they play the Bears tonight. They had 2 male cheerleaders. But those guys came out, they really had the posture, and they had the...
It's just proving...
They were like, woo! They were, and when you're not expecting it, so I think people were like... Because I never heard of this. You know, I'm pretty much locked
guys,
in.
Think about Eric. You've been to how many Rockets games? Rockets Power Dancers also has like that other team that it's all guys and girls and they're doing acrobatics and doing this stuff. Other sports have had men in with the women doing all the spirit stuff, but I guess the fact that NFL has always been hot cheerleaders in boots.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboy
just can't
cheerleaders.
handle having a man out there.
I mean, whatever. If people,
who's going to hoist you in the air?
Exactly.
Well, they're not hoisting. These guys are
just dancing and cheering.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's
not.
you know,
It's not the typical like.
You saw like
it's not like the college
girls
guys
lifting a guy up and throwing him up in the
You
air.
never
This
know.
guy's-
We're always talking about how can a woman can do a man's job. Well, can a man do a quote unquote traditionally woman's job?
I think it was just shocking for people because they never knew it was happening.
Yeah,
they'll get over it.
All right, let's go on
Will
to. Now,
Probably
we did
not.
say there was a
They'll probably
statute.
dox the cheerleader, and then
they'll say, "This
there'll be a
guy."
hate crime.
I was turned on by him.
Didn't you say there was a statute of limitations on the cheerleading documentary, the catfish?
Oh yeah, well, about
Not the
15 minutes we're going to talk about not the main part of unknown.
The subplot of
caller
unknown
or
number. The high school catfish.
First, I'll just play a call that it does not give away anything, okay?
Hey, y'all. So I'm listening to y'all talk about the unknown number thing, and I watched it this weekend, and it really hit home. I'm now 37, but in high school, my boyfriend, now husband, was walking me to class, and there was our neighbor that I grew up next door to did not like me for whatever reason, and she was my neighbor throughout the whole time, and she was mean. The whole family was a crazy whack family. Anyway, she jumped me, spun me around in the hallway, ripped my hair out, gave me a concussion. She got no charges against her because she was already going to like a juvenile detention center the next week. Watching this, it was kind of hard. I was crying quite a bit, but I just want to let you know that this does happen. And sometimes you tell people they don't do anything. You know, you have to wait till XYZ happens before they can even do anything. And that's sad that you have to wait for something bad to happen. So I just wanted to share my story. I love y'all. Bye.
I think what she's referring to is in the documentary, they had to wait for more things to happen.
That's what sucks when you got to wait.
They had to wait before
But
they
as
could do
a
anything.
police officer, what are you going to do? You can't. If that was true, they went off every case, put people in jail because of the stuff.
Well, they had the cameras in the hallways. Like, okay, tell me when you're getting a text. We're going to look at all the cameras, see who's texting on their phone.
Yeah.
And then you can't even tell who's texting, what they're texting.
Should I save the other call? Because
they should have told everyone to put their phones for 1 week, like during school. For 1 week, no phones. And then see if if they get the text, then you know it's nobody in the school. That's hindsight because we know. Because we know. Because we all thought it was a
go
kid.
into the bathroom and text.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, look at right now. They put their phones in those bags, and they have to put their phones up now.
Well, a lot of kids will get them during
What
the
about Apple
walk to class, between classes or at lunch, even though there's like a no phone policy.
Or your
Every
computer, I
school is,
guess,
like,
your
different.
laptop, you could.
Yeah, your Mac.
Yeah.
Your Mac, you could if you're in.
Oh, yeah. Now, the other call kind of gives it away, so I don't want to play that right now until we actually say that we're doing this, because it would give things away.
Because we're not going to say the main thing.
Yeah.
There's another thing really found during this documentary that was like, wow, this person lied.
Yeah, the
for like a
subplot is
year.
just as much it could be its own Netflix documentary. The subplot of unknown number.
I'll be interested to hear what that is. Real quick, here's a tipping point. Remember we were talking about tipping last week?
Oh, yeah, tipping guilt.
Guilt tripping. I mean, guilt tipping. It's like a guilt trip when you don't tip. Yeah.
Hey guys, I love your show. It's the best way to wake up my day. So about this tipping thing, this is a trick that my uncle taught me. He always said to look at their original receipt and look at the tax, because the tax is always going to be 8.25%, right? And so you take the tax and you double it, because then that would be around 17%. That's something I've always lived by. It makes sense, because that way you're tipping between 15 and 20%, and you don't really have to think about the math.
Wow.
When you go to another state, it's like 6%.
Tax rates are different.
And then you just give it 12% tip.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But still, I think that's a great way to do it, because I've always just moved the decibel and doubled it.
Yeah,
But
I
then
take
you're
10% of it, and then I double the 10%.
But then sometimes then you're including the tax in that, and then I ain't tipping on the tax. You know, I'll tip on the subtotal.
But your
I ain't tipping on
server
the
is
tax.
looking at your whole total with that tax.
Well, then
So-
they can't do math, and they should stay a server.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kevin!
wow.
Who in the room has
expect a
never waited
call
tables?
about
Looking at you. Looking at you. Oh my God.
Hey, it's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
What's that listener line number?
713-278-VENT. You can call about Kevin.
That's right.
All servers unite.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
All right, it's brought to you by Tackus Fiber. First of all, I'd like to thank all the people that showed up at the run we did this weekend for Zero Cancer. It's a great organization, zerocancer.org. If you have a family member or you're going through prostate cancer, it's something I went through, and you could feel the love. Like, everybody was so wonderful there. Okay, so on to the big story. A nearly $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot was finally claimed, with winning tickets sold in Texas and Missouri. Now, the winning ticket is a place that, which one of y'all has gone to Fredericksburg?
Sam and Kevin.
Sam and Kevin.
I was there
The question is,
I was there a few days ago.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Friday.
was somebody driving through?
you
Or is it
try
somebody that lives there
I wish
that
I was there.
purchased it?
Oh, right.
Could have been somebody driving through.
Drinking
It was
Lots of wine
purchased
when
at
you get in.
Biggs 103, a gas station convenience store in Fredericksburg.
Sounds like a road trip.
I'm just saying, if it's someone out there and they're a listener, and if we've entertained you,
Yes.
and we will take tips.
If you've enjoyed my stories of Fatty Patty, just give me some trauma dollars, please.
But they have the
I'm gonna
option
regale
of
those
taking
stories.
the annuitized payout of $893.5 million spread over 30 payments, or the lump sum of $410.3 million.
Well, didn't another state win as well?
Yeah, 2 people did.
So you're
Yeah.
splitting
Missouri.
So you're splitting it then.
Yeah,
Yes,
Missouri.
You only get like 200. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
how will you ever make it?
Sounds
But isn't
awful.
that crazy to say that you won the $1.7 billion Powerball and you took home 200? Like only,
I know, it
quote,
doesn't make
only
sense.
200. It makes like no
Makes
sense.
0 sense.
But it's off the top. Like 65% of that thing goes to taxes.
Yeah, and then if
That's
all
nuts.
think about if it does go to schools, it goes to all those schools around the United States, except for like Nevada and other
Sure
places.
haven't seen
It's
it
not
go
gonna
to the
help.
schools around here.
Like, I wish they'd pick like one school, and just every week they pick a school and
Or
give
like
the money
once
to
they
it.
did one state
What's
instead
that?
of one school. Like one state instead of one school.
It did
Would it
something.
only go to the state schools of the winning states?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That would make sense.
I assume it
The
does.
Texas
That's what I always
schools
thought it did.
and the
but I
Missouri
guess
schools
not.
because they had the
I
winner.
think it just goes into a big pot.
Because we used to have I grew up in the Illinois lottery. I didn't know there was a big.
Right. Same.
and then it started getting everything together. Then now the Mega Power, there's one every day.
There's so many.
I remember when Mega and Power became a Texas thing because it wasn't a Texas thing for the longest time. You would hear about the Mega Millions, but it wasn't relatable to us because we weren't in it. And then they finally put Texas in it. I was like, that is a lot more people to be able to buy tickets. That's why they did it.
It was a
All the
bad
extra money they
weekend
make.
for sports. Texans lost to the Rams 14-9, and the Astros lost 4-2.
After they smoked him on Friday, it's like 11 to nothing.
7 innings. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned, but he just got no support from
They've lost like 7. He's lost his like last 7 games, but the Texans, man, I thought I was just watching an old video of them last year. It's the same crap. Offensive line sucks. Penalties, like 11 penalties. They didn't even score a touchdown. It's a new offensive coordinator, but it's only game 1. And the Rams are really good.
Game 1.
The Rams are not a bad. It's a good team. It'd be different if you played like a Carolina or someone.
Well, go Cougs! Go Cougs!
Yeah, they beat Rice.
They beat Rice 35-9.
Which,
yeah.
by the way, the Cougars will face primetime on Friday as Deion Sanders and Colorado come to town for the Big 12 opener.
Nice.
Is what they're saying.
And yay, Galveston, you're in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yay!
Yeah.
Longest sidewalk in America, 10.4 miles. You guys showed up for Galveston. Thank you so much for being part of that. Today is the 125th anniversary of the hurricane of 1900 that made Galveston Island one of the most haunted places in America. Read up on your
Glad
history
you're
on
safe,
that.
Ryan. Glad you're safe. We wouldn't have you here.
Unknown number, the high school catfish. What's the subplot of this show? If you've never seen the show, it is about 2 kids who were severely cyberbullied by an anonymous number. What? I can't tell you who the person was, even though we told you have until this weekend to watch it for spoilers. But we can tell you what the subplot is that Netflix should do an entire deep dive on its own. What is the spinoff of this? Find out next on KRBE.